Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell and back.
Hello everyone. Today we're taking a closer look at the Xiaomi 17 Max. This might be one of Xiaomi's least flashy releases lately, but at the same time, it could also be one of the most interesting. Over the past few generations of Xiaomi's flagship lineup, the standard model has always had a very special place, especially among compact Android flagships. With its 6.36-inch size, strong camera performance, and lightweight design, it became one of the few small flagship phones that managed to win both praise from users and impressive sales numbers. The Xiaomi 13, 14, and 15 standard editions all performed extremely well for the series. If you've used any of those phones, drop a 1 in the comments. But this year, the Xiaomi 17 standard version didn't continue that same momentum. Before launch, expectations were high. Many believed the Xiaomi 17 standard model would make up around 50 to 55% of total series sales. But after release, the actual number ended up being only around 15 to 20%. Lu Weibing himself publicly mentioned that the Xiaomi 17 Pro lineup was simply too eye-catching, which made the standard version easier to overlook. The biggest talking point of the 17 series became the ingenious back screen, and naturally that pulled most of the attention toward the Pro models. Because of that, from the moment the 17 series launched, something felt missing. The group of users who normally go for the standard version, people looking for a dependable main phone, something comfortable in the hand, powerful enough for everyday use, and without relying on flashy gimmicks, suddenly didn't really have a clear option. And that's exactly where I think the Xiaomi 17 Max comes in. This isn't the most hyped phone, it's not the most experimental, and it's definitely not the cheapest. But what it does offer is all the important stuff people actually care about, without depending on novelty to sell itself. You get a large display, a massive battery, excellent cameras, flagship-level performance, and premium hardware throughout. When you look at its pricing in the current smartphone market, especially in the context of 2026, the Xiaomi 17 Max might actually be one of the most impressive phones Xiaomi has released in its digital series.
A quick shout out to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Maiky from techmaiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out our exciting tech content.
Let's start with the display. The real purpose of this 6.9-inch screen isn't just about having a bigger viewing area. More importantly, it creates room for something even more valuable, an 8,000 mAh battery. The Max comes with a 6.9-inch flat display, which obviously gives you more screen space for content. But what's really impressive is how Xiaomi used that larger body internally. The phone weighs 228.7 grams overall, which is in the same range as the X200 flagship. And thanks to that 6.9-inch frame, Xiaomi had enough space inside to fit an enormous 8,000 mAh battery. This is the largest battery ever used in Xiaomi's digital flagship lineup, larger even than the batteries found in some 11-inch tablets. So how did Xiaomi actually manage to fit an 8,000 mAh battery inside a phone body like this? It mainly comes down to two things: a silicon-carbon anode battery design with 15% silicon content and an energy density of 894 watt-hours per liter. We also tested the battery in real-world usage. At around 1:30 in the afternoon, we left the store and started using the phone normally throughout the day. That included taking photos, using navigation, editing content, browsing social media, making video calls, plus around 30 minutes of Genshin Impact and about an hour of movie watching. By 10 p.m., we wrapped up the test. The screen-on time reached 6 hours 37 minutes, and the battery still had 40% remaining. So when Xiaomi says 8,000 mAh, it's not just there for marketing. In real use, it genuinely means you can go out for the entire day without bringing a power bank or worrying about battery saving settings. And with support for 100-watt wired charging and 50-watt wireless charging, this phone feels almost completely free from compromise in the battery department. Now let's talk about the screen itself. For most people, the biggest question about a 6.9-inch display like this is the resolution. The Xiaomi 17 Max uses a 1.5K panel, and on paper that can feel a little concerning, especially when many flagship phones advertise 2K displays. But in actual use, the experience tells a different story. In practice, this 1.5K screen looks completely fine. The reason comes down to how OLED displays are built. OLED uses self-emitting organic materials, and each pixel is made up of 3 subpixels: red, green, and blue. The issue in the past was that blue light-emitting materials had a much shorter lifespan compared to red and green. If OLED panels were arranged using a traditional 1:1:1 RGB structure like LCDs, the blue pixels would wear out much faster. That's why the industry moved toward different diamond-shaped pixel arrangements, like Samsung's diamond layout, BOT's blue diamond, and Tiema's windmill diamond. Even though the names are different, the idea behind them is similar. They reduce the number of red and blue subpixels by half. That makes each subpixel larger, which improves durability and extends panel lifespan. The trade-off, however, is resolution efficiency. For example, a diamond-style OLED panel marketed as 2K actually contains around 9.2 million subpixels because every 2 pixels share a red or blue subpixel. Based on common industry subpixel calculations, the effective visual resolution of that 2K OLED ends up being only around 65% of its stated resolution, which means that what looks like 2K on paper is in real-world visual terms actually much closer to 1.5K.
Now, the Xiaomi 17 Max display takes a very different route. Instead of using the common diamond-style pixel layout, Xiaomi went with a full RGB arrangement. That means every single pixel has its own independent red, green, and blue subpixels. There's no shared pixel structure and no need for pixel linking between them. Xiaomi refers to this as a super pixel design. So when we talk about actual pixel conversion, things get interesting. The Max's 1.5K true RGB display has around 9.38 million total subpixels, which puts it almost on the same level as the typical 2K diamond layout OLED panels you see on many flagship phones today. And in our side-by-side comparison, the visual difference between the two was extremely close. That's really the smart part of Xiaomi's engineering here. The Max delivers a viewing experience that feels very similar to a 2K Diamond OLED screen, but with 1.5K specifications. And that also brings an advantage. At a similar level of sharpness, it uses less power. In terms of design, the Max continues the overall styling language of the Xiaomi 17 series. You get ultra-thin bezels on all 4 sides, along with rounded corners that feel smooth and comfortable in the hand. The 6.9-inch display stretches beautifully across the front, giving the phone a very immersive look. Even though this is the Max and not the Ultra, it doesn't feel like Xiaomi held anything back with the design. There's no sense of compromise here. The overall build quality and design consistency remain right in line with the rest of the 17 series. Now let's move to the camera. I actually don't want to spend too much time here, and the reason is simple. The Max is not Xiaomi's top imaging flagship this generation. That title belongs to the Ultra, but the Max isn't trying to be that. Its camera setup is built with a different goal: making sure your main phone has a complete and reliable photography experience for everyday use. The main camera features a 200-megapixel Leica sensor with a native dynamic range of 13.5 EV. And the most useful part of 200 megapixels in daily shooting isn't just that impressive resolution number, it's the flexibility you get afterward. For example, if you shoot a cat sitting far away in a wider frame or quickly capture a spontaneous moment, you can crop in later and still keep plenty of detail. That freedom to recompose after the shot is incredibly practical, especially if you enjoy street photography or casual travel photography. In actual use, portrait shots look very natural. Skin texture comes through realistically, and even when zooming in closely, the detail, right down to skin pores, still holds up impressively well. For telephoto, the Max uses a 70mm equivalent 50-megapixel Leica lens. And honestly, 70mm is one of the most practical focal lengths for everyday shooting. It's not too wide like the main camera, and it's not overly tight like a 100mm or longer telephoto lens. Whether you're standing across the street taking a quick shot, capturing a half-body portrait from a couple of meters away, or photographing food on a table, 70mm feels very natural and easy to use. No matter if you're shooting people or objects, the image processing stays clean and polished. During testing, we also noticed something pretty interesting. The 6x zoom seems to be especially optimized. On paper, 6x should basically be the 3x native telephoto with a 2x digital crop layered on top. But in real-world use, the detail at 6x actually looked even stronger than the standard 3x zoom. That tells us Xiaomi is doing more than simple cropping here. There's clearly more aggressive algorithm tuning happening behind the scenes to improve image quality at that zoom level. So when it comes to image quality, there's one thing I really want to highlight. The Max camera isn't designed to be the star of the show. It's designed so that even with its mid-positioning in the lineup, your everyday ability to capture moments never feels compromised. And for daily use, it delivers smoothly and reliably. Performance-wise, the Max runs on the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. In our testing, everything felt very fluid, from taking photos, previewing them in the gallery, adjusting filters, exporting images, and then sharing directly to WeChat. Throughout normal use, there was almost no noticeable lag. We also tested Genshin Impact for 30 minutes at maximum settings. The highest temperature we recorded was 43 degrees Celsius, while battery consumption during that session was 7%. For a phone with a 6.9-inch display and 8,000 mAh battery, that's a very respectable result in both temperature control and power efficiency. As for Apple ecosystem compatibility, the Max also includes some genuinely useful features. It supports Magic Launcher, cross-device access to camera and microphone, and app handoff with an iPhone. For anyone using multiple Apple devices alongside an Android phone, that's a very practical addition. Now, after going through all of that, let's come back to the bigger industry context I mentioned at the beginning, because this phone feels especially important in the smartphone market of 2026. In the first quarter of 2026, global DRAM contract prices increased by roughly 80 to 95%. At the same time, storage chips went from making up around 10 to 20% of total device material costs to nearly 30%. Because of that, starting in March of this year, smartphone brands across China began the biggest round of price increases we've seen in almost 5 years. Mid-range and lower-end devices generally went up by around 300 to 500 yuan, while flagship launches became around 15 to 25% more expensive compared with the same period in 2025. And this is exactly where the Xiaomi 17 Max stands out. When you look at the specs on paper, a 1.5K true RGB display, 200-megapixel Leica main camera, 8,000 mAh battery, dual 1115X stereo speakers, Longjing Glass 3.0, ultrasonic fingerprint sensor, and IP68 and IP69 ratings, and then see that the base version starts at 4,799 yuan in China, roughly 526 pounds in the UK and $706 in the US. You may feel like there's no single standout feature here, and that's probably because you've seen most of these features individually before. But when all of them come together in one device like this, the result feels extremely complete, especially in a year where prices are rising everywhere. While the reputation of many Xiaomi phones has been slipping, the Max feels like one of the few products moving in the opposite direction. While others are increasing prices, Xiaomi is adding more value. So coming back to my first impression, If you want a main phone where you're not paying extra just for trendy new features, you're not spending an extra $1,000 for hype, you don't have to think about battery anxiety every time you leave home, and you don't need to stress about whether the camera is good enough, then the Xiaomi 17 Max may not be the most talked about Xiaomi phone of this generation, but it's very likely the most dependable and the most comfortable to use as your daily main phone. And within the Xiaomi 17 lineup, that missing space for a practical, low-key, reliable flagship finally feels filled. Alright, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and share. I'm Robin, and I'll see you in the next one. Wish me luck. Bye.